Alrighty, fellas. We got our trailer tonight for Summer Banner 2, and it's definitely not Engage, so we definitely do not have Engage music playing. I mean, Fire Emblem Engage, who's ever heard of that game, right? Like, as if that game ever existed. So, what do we got here? Let's see. Special heroes to battle. Let's get some nice-looking bikinis, please. Okay. Alright, starting things off with not Ivy here. Pretty obvious from the silhouette. I was pretty sure it was her, but I mean, it's not her. So, not Ivy is a green tone flying type unit drawn by the man himself, Kaboon. Not really showing off too much cleavage, though, as Kaboon is known for. But still, a nice looking modest Ivy here for the summer. She's got a parasol there to protect her delicate skin from the sun. I like it. It's also got a very nice looking fruit drink there. Okay, so let's take a look at what not Ivy is capable of here. Alright, Divine Drought, 14 might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. If unit is within 3 spaces of a support partner, unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of that ally. Okay, so pretty wild range of jump there. So essentially, she can move like 5 spaces on a turn. That's pretty far, depending on where her support partner is. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, gets all stats of 5 to unit during combat. And also, if unit initiates combat, unit is within 2 spaces of a support partner, or a penalty is active on the foe. Grants the following effects to unit during combat based on how many of those 3 conditions apply. So, if greater than or equal to 2, unit attacks twice. Okay, brave attacking. If equal to 3, deals damage equal to 15% of the greater of unit's attack or foe's attack, excluding AoE specials. So, okay, so she could borrow the enemy's attack if hers is not high enough, but I would imagine her attack would be pretty high. I mean, Ivy was basically all attack and res in not Engage, right? So, I can imagine her attack is going to be pretty high. These conditions don't seem too difficult either. Just initiate combat, be in 2 spaces of a support partner, which you're probably going to be if you're using the first part of her effect there. And having a penalty active on the foe, there's so many ways to do that. Legendary Robin just existing does -3 to the entire enemy team, basically. So, yeah, there you go. Pretty solid weapon there. Alright, we have Glimmer, we got Stillwater 4, Sabotage, Attack Res 3, and also very good for the penalty effect there. And then finally, Soaring Guidance. Okay, as if Guidance needed another level 4 variant, right? Infantry and flying allies within 2 spaces a unit can move to a space within 2 spaces a unit. Okay, here we go again with this. Grants attack and speed up 3 to infantry and flying allies within 2 spaces a unit during combat. And also, if those allies' speed is better than the foe's speed, neutralizes effects that prevent those allies' follow-up attacks during combat. Okay, so this is slightly different from Guidance 4, where that skill was working on infantry and armors, whereas this is working on infantry and flyers, which in some situations that may be seen as better. Because I would say for sure there are more threatening flyer-type units that you would want to player phase with than armor types. But the good thing, of course, with Guidance 4 is that armor-type units have awful mobility, so being able to jump them around with Guidance 4 does help. But for the most part, this is like the same exact skill, and it's just as potent. It's just only affecting flyers instead of armors. So very good stuff here. Did a really good job with not Ivy. Very nice special attack animation as well. It's a shame I don't have oh, well, I guess I do, but I can't hear it because I don't have headphones in. Okay, Fjorm is up next, sure. Actually kind of thought that the other silhouette was Lapis, the short-haired, pink-haired girl from Brodia, I believe it is. But nah, it's Fjorm here. Okay, random Fjorm. Actually, I guess it's not really random because we've had all the other ice siblings on the previous summer banners. Like, we had Gunthro, we had Yilger. Did we have Harid? I don't think we had a summer Harid, but who knows? Maybe he's on this very banner. But here is Fjorm here as a sword infantry type, holding a, like, beach ball of Faye the Owl, I guess. All right, sure. Fjorm just refuses to die. This is always going to be Fjorm ults. Icebound Brand, 16 might, 1 range, -1 special trigger. If foe uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff, neutralizes effects that prevent units' counterattacks during combat. Okay, so similar to the Ascended Fjorm, we have Null C built in against range-type enemies. Also, if foe initiates combat or foe's HP is over 75% at the start of combat, grants all stats of 5 to unit, inflicts a penalty on foe's attack and speed equal to 20% of unit speed at the start of combat. That's pretty raw because there's no stat limit on that. So if she's got 100 speed, that could be like minus 20 points of speed. Wait, is that right? If she had 100, 20% of 100, that's 20, right? Yeah, so minus 20 points to attack and speed. I mean, good luck getting to 100 speed, but still. Also inflicts guard on the foe per attack, and reduces damage dealt to unit by 5 when foe's attack triggers unit special, excluding miracle during combat. Okay, so she has some form of ice mirror here. Frostbite mirror, this is brand new. So 2-hit special, reduces damage from foe's attacks by X%. If the foe's range is 1, then X is 10. If the foe's range is 2, then X is 30. And after special triggers, unit's next attack deals damage equal to the total damage reduced by any source, including other skills. So that would also apply for her true 5 points of damage reduction over here. And then at the start of combat, if unit special is ready, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range during combat. Okay, so they gave her distant counter on that as well. Very interesting. Okay, this Fjorm is doing a lot here. Then she's got attack and speed finish 4. She has spurn 4, so RIP the male Corrin legendary that everyone thought was going to have spurn 4. They just gave it to Fjorm. So inflicts speed and defense -4 on the foe during combat. If a skill compares unit speed to foe speed, treat speed as if granted +7. And then if unit speed is better than the foe's speed, reduce damage from attacks and AoE specials by a percent equal to the difference between stats times 5 with a max of 50%. And if unit's HP is below or equal to 75%, and unit's attack can trigger unit special, deals +5 damage when special triggers, and if foe's attack triggers unit special, unit's next attack deals +5 damage and resets at the end of combat. Alright, pretty in line with the level 4 dodge skills, except this one's got the spurn effect there. And then times +4. Okay, looking pretty strong, actually. She can recycle Frostbite Mirror over and over. She's got Null C built in. She's got Distant Counter built in. She's got Attack and Speed finish. Spurn 4. Yeah, that Fjorm is actually looking pretty good. Oh. What? Excuse me? What are you doing here? Okay, so Tharja, apparently, as a Blue Tome Cavalry type. This is a random pick for this, but I guess... I mean, sure, Bikini Tharja. This time she's not covered by a towel if you're playing the American version. So, here we go. This is the uncensored Tharja that all you Awakening fans finally get. And, of course, she's a demote. So, Seashell Bow plus 12 might, 2 range. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 25%, grants attack and speed of 5 to unit during combat. Inflicts speed and res -X on the foe during combat, where X is 25% of unit's HP at the start of combat with a max of 10, and recovers 10 HP to unit after combat. So 25%, let's say you got 40 HP, that would give you the maximum of 10, which most units are going to have 40 HP. But that would assume you're at full HP, right? So no chip damage from Fury or push 4 or whatever. Then we have drawbacks, speed and res far trace, and attack and speed gap 3. Alright, whatever. Big deal. We're eventually going to get a rearmed Blue Tome anyways, so this isn't going to last very long. Alright, so who's our duo or harmonic hero? What do we got here? Oh! I actually kind of like this. Hold on, hold up. So we have mother and daughter here. We have Yamir and Air. Wow, they look so happy together. Well, Ymir is just like a bubbly, happy ball. And then Air, I guess Air is happy now that Hell is dead. So, Ymir is going to be taking the lead as a infantry tome unit, colorless tome. That's very interesting. I would have imagined Air would have been taking the lead on a duo like this, but okay. Also, she's not a dragon. That's kind of an interesting choice. All right, let's see what they got. I'm a big fan of this artwork, though. This is a really cool choice there. Okay, Sparkling Sun, 14 might, 2 range, -1 special trigger. If unit is in 3 spaces of an ally, inflicts attack and res -X on the foe, where X is 30% of unit's HP at the start of combat +6 for a max of 18. Okay, that's quite a hefty debuff right there. -18, dude. What the hell? And unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack during combat, reduce damage from AoE specials by 75%, and recovers 10 HP to unit after combat. And also, if foe can make a follow-up attack during combat, reduce damage from foe's first attack by 75%. Of course, she'll be able to do a follow-up attack somewhere, I'm sure. You can get guaranteed follow-ups in many ways from support, or if she's just fast and you give her null follow-up or something, so that's probably going to kick in. Okay, we have Moonbow, we have Fire Flood Boost 3. Okay, so level 3 boost skills, finally. Grants HP up 5. At the start of combat, if unit's HP is over 50%, grants attack and res up 7 to unit during combat. And also, if unit is in 2 spaces of an ally with HP over 50%, inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on the foe per attack during combat. Alright, so boost gold border boost skills. Are these what we were looking for? I think so, actually, yeah. We're getting HP up 5 and then double stats +7. And it's not an HP check anymore. You just have to have over half HP remaining. So, yeah, this is pretty real. This is actually quite good. And then it also inflicts guards, so I can see this being really big for tank-type units where you're just getting HP and then 2 stat. Like, imagine defense and res +7 with HP up 5, and then you're inflicting guard as well. Seems pretty strong. All right, then we have Mystic Boost 4 and Ever-Living Domain again. So that was Yamir's C skill, I believe. Yeah, so grants the Drive Miracle. It's not quite as potent as the one that Fallen Maria has, but it's still pretty good if you're going to get one-shotted by the enemy somehow, and then you can just live. There are a lot of nuke-type units, especially now with Special Spiral 4 and all these specials that just nullify DR. So you can just live a one-shot and then guarantee that you get your counter-attack off. Okay, they also have duo skills. So neutralizes any penalty on unit and allies in 2 spaces, and recovers 20 HP to unit and those allies. And once used, duo skill cannot be activated again right away. At start of odd number turns, if duo skill has already been used, you can use it again. So odd number turns, basically every other turn you can pop this. Pretty strong effect, actually. This is a really nice duo skill. So no penalties, you get recovery, and then it's reusable. So it's basically just duo alms, but better, because you can use this one more than once. Seems pretty solid to me. Neutralizing penalties is so good, especially in summoner duels where a lot of starter turn debuffs will happen to you. Alright, there are the stats, by the way. Let's wait for the penalty healing to kick in there. So we got 43 HP, we have 59 attack, 18 speed, 35 defense, and 41 res. So speed is pretty bad, but like I said, there's many ways to get guaranteed follow-ups. A lot of units give it out as support, like, for example, the Ascended Alincia or Future Vision 2 from Legendary Lucina. All right, I can't believe they only put one engaged character on here. At least it's Ivy, right? But they couldn't have put Yunaka in here, or like one of the other more popular characters. Okay, so who is this now? Is that Donald? Yeah, I think that's Donald. He's got a farmer's hat, and I can barely make out his cheek scar as well. So I guess that would be the other Awakening unit to pair along with Tharja, but man, there's so many better choices they could have gone with here. All right, so not engage. It actually isn't engaged because there's more of the other games than engage on here. There's more Awakening characters and there's more Heroes characters on here than engage. So I'm I'm pretty confident that I can just get away with calling this not the Engaged Summer banner. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. I think Ivy is actually pretty awesome. Fjorm as well. They both look pretty awesome here. Fjorm is doing quite a lot of things. Is she going to be the next, like, big god sword? I don't know about all that, but she does seem pretty competent. And then Ivy having that new C skill, just guidance 4 for flyers now. That seems pretty good. So, yeah, am I going to summon on the banner? I might. Do I want to? Oh, man. Do I want to summon on this? I have to think about it. I'm really just trying to save orbs, so whenever they drop that rearmed hero banner with good rates and no color sharing, I'm going to be ready. But there's no telling when that's going to be or if that's ever going to be. So I'll do some thinking about it, but Mommy Ivy is here, which is very nice. So that's all for tonight, guys, and I'll catch y'all again tomorrow when we get the data mines.